Hey, you! You're listening to the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed because you're an untouchable success. To support us and gain access to great exclusive shows like our brand new Supernatural watch-along Himboos, head over to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. You'll also get your lucky little mitts on hundreds of episodes of our other exclusive shows like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, Star Trek The Next Futurama, Spiel Boys, and the complete series of Fox Mulder is a Maniac. We do movie nights, game streaming, regular mini-series and surprise shows, and you can even commission your own podcast about anything you want, within reason. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain by heading to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed. Probably don't need help with that word.
Eric Roberts with the mullet.
Oh, man. Eric Roberts looking like a palette swap of a Street Fighter Alpha character.
Yeah. He's got like Jeff Bridges-esque hair in this.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he's like Karate Jeff Bridges in this movie a little bit.
Yes.
This is thrilling. Every single thing he says in the first, 10 minutes is exposition.
Yes. All right. Well, hold on. Hi, everybody.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Hello, everyone.
My name is David Bell.
My name is Tom Ryman.
And we just watched Best of the Best.
Because we are the best of the best? Is that?
No, spoilers, not really.
Oh.
I mean, they're not.
That's true.
You can work. You can sweat. You can train. You can dream and never be better than good. But when the right people come together at the right moment, when they care almost as much about winning as they do about each other, they can become the best of the best.
It's Karate Rocky. It's, listen, big thank you to Vincent. Yeah. Our Patreon producer, Vincent, who had us watch this film.
Thank you.
This was a real roller coaster. Thank you, Vincent.
But yeah, man, this is... Best of the Best is, I think, a movie I've seen once, maybe twice on Showtime 28 years ago. So I hadn't revisited Best of the Best in many years. So
I didn't know this
what
existed.
A treat.
I, by pure accident, didn't look it up.
Neither did I.
I knew it was like a karate movie. When I saw it on like the streaming, I didn't register I was looking at Eric Roberts, so I just thought that was some nobody.
Right,
Eric Roberts.
Because he looks like concept art of Ken Masters.
Yeah. And I gotta say, I was not excited for this because this is one of those genres. It's sports film, plus karate films often kind of bum me out because they're kind of ones where it's like, not everything's Miami Connection. They've made so many of like karate movies, and the cream of the crop is already kind of discovered, you know? So middling karate didn't interest me.
Yeah, that's true. There are, I think you and I guested on a hot dog recently where we talked about Raw Force. So there are which is a movie I hadn't heard about until we did that. So yeah. I think there are still some truly insane gems out there that are probably waiting for us to discover yet still. But I do sort of get really exhausted by karate movies of the 80s because the thing that makes the genre great is also the thing that makes the genre really boring and really taxing, is that it's just everybody could just pretend to and lie about being a karate master in this time.
Right.
So there was a lot of movies like that.
Right. They all have that same grainy look.
Yeah.
They're all shot badly.
Right.
They all star usually a bunch of white guys and then usually one Asian guy who you're like, okay, that's the only guy who can fight.
They usually star a bunch of criminals.
Yes. It's usually like someone's karate dojo made a movie.
Well, those are the good ones. Now you're getting towards when it starts getting good.
You have to turn over a lot of rocks, basically, to find the good ones. And so I'm always very weary of these. I don't seek them out, and I'm not one to watch them because I don't find them inherently entertaining.
No, a bad karate movie is exhausting. It's like a bad comedy.
Yeah. They always have, probably way too much sexual violence.
The worst ones do, yeah.
Yeah. And then every now and then you get one where it's like, oh, this lady is possessed by a ninja.
Right, Ninja
and it's
3.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
every installment of the Ninja series is pretty great.
Yes. This one did win me over because of the
Same.
reason that it ultimately won me over, but it kind of won me over at first, and then it kind of dipped, and then I quite liked it, but I didn't look up the cast. So the moment it was like Eric Roberts, that alone, just Eric Roberts, I was like, oh, we got a film now.
Eric Roberts to a song. It's Tales of Power.
Yeah.
Holy shit, movie.
Can you guess how many movies Eric Roberts has in his upcoming section on IMDb?
27.
107.
Upcoming.
Wow. Eric Roberts is down for whatever.
He's making moves, man.
Oh, wait. It's all right. So now it's at 90. I could have sworn it was at 107 last time I checked.
Just in the 30 seconds it went down. He lost a couple of projects.
Including a TV series
does his
called
IMDb
Best of the Best.
update in real time like Walmart prices?
Yeah. Apparently there's a TV series called Best of the Best he'll be doing.
Mm-hmm.
He's in 840 films.
He would be, yeah. That seems like
a
something
real
he would
Eric
do.
Roberts.
Yeah.
But that alone made me go, oh, we got a film. We got some A-listers. Next credit, James Earl Jones.
What?
Whoa. It just kept doing this. Fucking Chris Penn.
Introducing Christopher Penn.
Yep. As the only role he plays,
cowboy
a
ninja.
racist.
Yeah, racist ninja.
He must be so sick. I mean, I think he's passed, but he must have been
he's actually been dead
going
for
to
some time.
Yeah, he must have been going to his agent like, can you get me not a racist this time? And then the agent comes back to him like, hey, man, I got you a great part. A little bit of bad news. You're a racist. You're going to be a racist. You have racist face. Sorry.
It's just you just have to learn to deal with it. You get to do a lot of karate in this one.
Right. He is not a man I associate with karate.
No.
No offense to him.
Not a man I associate with spinning.
Yeah. The one that really threw me off was, of course, Louise Fletcher, the Tywin herself.
As Eric Roberts' mom.
Yeah. That was...
Nurse Ratched.
Yeah, that boy. Also, this is a weird one. I think his child, Eric Roberts' child, is played by Chucky. He's credited as Chucky's voice in Child's Play, the good version.
Oh, I was going to say, because no.
Yeah, I'm like,
that's Brad Dourif.
That's not Brad
Chucky,
Dourif.
yeah.
No, he's the other side of Chucky. He's the good Chucky.
The good guy doll.
Yeah, that kid where the moment I saw him, I was like, that kid's in trouble.
Yeah.
That kid's in
the ADR in that bike riding scene where he's with Eric Roberts, it's a lot of Eric Roberts heavy breathing. So it sounds like you're getting an obscene phone call.
Yeah.
Well, he's helping his son ride a bike. He's like, that's right.
I love you, son.
You got it.
Nothing bad's going to happen to you.
Nothing's ever going to happen to you.
This is...
Spoilers, he gets hit by a car later.
Yeah.
We get a coma montage. Sorry.
They should have shown him get hit by... Oh, yeah. This movie's 60% montage. That's one issue I have with it.
Of course it is. It's a sports movie from the 80s.
Yeah. Yeah, they should have shown the kid bouncing off a car. We needed that.
They should have montaged the accident. Yeah, they montaged his coma.
I know. Boy, he gets over his child's coma.
What a decision, man. He's gone for like 16 hours.
Yeah. That's my problem with the first 60 minutes of this movie is that almost everything that happened, I wrote down in advance. Like they walk into a bar and I go, okay, bar fight scene. Here's our bar fight scene. Yeah. We saw his kid. I was like, kid's going to get sick. I was almost right.
Yeah, because like every scene, he's like, I love you so much, Walter. You're my reason for living. You're the sun in my skies, Walter. I don't know what I would do if anything happened to you, Walter. If you but pricked your finger, I would shatter. Walter, please.
Yeah.
Never cry. Never cry tears, my sweet boy.
My sweet, sweet Walter. Also, who names... There's no child
Walter
has ever been named Walter.
Walter is such an old man's name. I kept thinking of Lost. where he named his son Walt. It's like, the fuck are you doing? Is he a,
Right.
Is he a
doesn't happen.
panhandler in the 20s?
It just doesn't.
Is he drawing cartoons for potatoes?
Yeah. Walter.
Walt.
And then the shoulder stuff, of course. They're like, well, watch out with that shoulder. And I'm like, gee, I wonder what's going to happen to him in the tournament. And for that reason, I thought the issue with the first 60 minutes was just that it was everything I thought it was going to be delivered at a simmer, where it was like, it was fine. It was all fine. But there was no surprise.
Right. It's a lot of simmering radness. It could have been way more rad in several spaces. Like it had a lot of room to be more rad than it did.
Yeah. We had Eric Roberts as Alex Grady.
Sure.
And and his son, Walter, who he loves, and his mother, fucking the Kai Wynn, who, I don't know. She should have been the lady trainer in this, frankly. She should have been James Earl Jones in this. Although, great use of James Earl Jones. It's Louise Fletcher. It's
great
kind of that
use
thing.
of both these storied performers.
Yeah.
Eric Roberts at this point, like he began the 80s with kind of a star-making performance in Star 80.
In what? In Star 80?
It's a movie called Star 80. It's about the murder of the actress and Playboy model. I forget her name. But basically she had this, he plays the murderer, obviously. But she had this like kind of clinger on, kind of con man boyfriend / manager that sort of inserted himself into her career and just obsessed over her and then eventually murders her in a good old fashioned MS. And I think he had an Oscar nom for it.
Okay. That makes sense. Cause I was wondering, like, I like Eric Roberts. He's a good actor, but has he ever like starred in things? You know what I mean? Like he's never been like, he's always just been he's just in things. He's
not really, I don't think of him as a leading man, and I don't know if that's necessary, because I mean, like a lot of his career took place before I was really cognizantly watching movies. So I've never really thought of him as a leading man. I've always thought of him as a supporting actor or a character actor. A strong one. I always think he's interesting.
Yeah.
I guess I think the Star 8, and even anyway, he is basically the lead in Star 80, but that's the reason Eric Roberts is a thing, I believe, is that was kind of the thing that kind of blew up his career. Okay. So they all have like actual actors in this movie.
I know.
Chris Penn is a great actor. He's unknown at this point, but
yeah. No, it was again, the moment I saw those names, I was like, oh, so this has a budget. Yeah. Like they made
had some
this
money.
movie.
Yeah, they were trying to. I wrote in my notes, this is like Karate Top Gun. Like they were going for something here.
Yeah, you could see the limitations. I noted at the end, like I was watching this with Hannah. Hannah noted that the entire audience for that all looks like retirees. And very notably in the main match, they don't show the audience in the same shots as the fighting.
No.
It's all, they're surrounded by darkness, and then they cut to the audience, and it's a very small group of people, of mainly elderly people, cheering for it. And it was just, you could get that feeling of like, oh yeah, they had money, but not enough money to keep a group of extras in a room while they did coordinated fight scenes. Those had to be done separately.
Yeah.
So, okay. So we have two main characters, Eric Roberts, and then we have Tommy Lee, which is played by Philip Rhee, who I don't know, but he's the one guy who can fight.
I think he's the brother or something of the writer. I think he and one of the writers share the same last name. Let me look that up before I make myself a liar.
It looks like he is the one of the writers.
The writer was indeed he. Okay.
Yeah. He's the guy, again, nothing against Eric Roberts.
Right, but he's the guy who can fight.
He's the guy who can fight.
Yeah, it is just him. Okay.
So Eric Roberts he's in Portland, Oregon, and he has his kid, and he's going to join this basically Mortal Kombat without powers. It's a karate tournament. It's a fighting tournament. You have to test your might, all that stuff. And then his ma is just like, but your shoulder, and you have a fucking child. But he's going to do it.
My dear sweet boy, Walter.
And then we have Tommy Lee, who is trained his whole life for this, really hardened, has a lot of flashbacks about a man with an eye patch killing his brother. And sure enough, we see the Korean team also training, but they're training better.
Yeah, they're training much more like the Russian in Rocky IV.
Yeah.
Also, this traumatic memory is tied very heavily to him dropping his ice cream. So it's genuinely hard to tell which he's more upset about, the death of his brother or the loss of his ice cream.
Because later his big turnaround is seeing a kid drop his
ice cream after he's driven. If you look, he gets on his motorcycle and drives away after James Earl Jones is like, you need to kick the bag harder if you're going to defeat Eye Patch Man who killed your brother. And he's like, no, I can't kick it hard enough. And then you must. And so he finally kicks it with all he has, and he knocks out, what's his name? Like the Mooney guy. Oh,
yeah,
shoot. Virgil, I think was his name.
Virgil, yeah.
And so he's like, and he gets on his motorcycle and drives off after Eric Roberts gives him the, if you quit, you're an asshole speech. Don't you dare walk away from this opportunity. It's the only chance you get to avenge your brother. But then he drives away. And we follow Eric Roberts for a bit, and then we cut back to Tommy on his motorcycle pulled up to this gas station where he sees the ice cream cone and has his epiphany. He sees the kid drop his ice cream cone. The scene begins with him driving up on his motorcycle. We see the sign behind him. It says Los Angeles, 245 miles. He has driven 245 miles, Dave.
There's a lot of that.
To this gas station. That's a long drive.
Yeah. Where is this even happening, by the way? Because Eric Roberts zips to Portland and back. For the coma thing happens in an afternoon.
Oh, okay. I thought it was taking place in Los Angeles. I guess it's taking place in Portland.
Does it?
It may.
No, he takes a flight. He says, "I took the first flight back."
Well, now I'm confused.
When he comes back from his coma kid. So maybe L.A. So
okay,
yeah, I guess
set and filmed in Los Angeles. Okay, yeah. So I was right. So he does drive his motorcycle fucking 250 miles.
And then turns around.
That's a long trip.
There's just a lot of time not mattering.
Yeah, it's like the later scenes of Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Where people are just teleporting.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
this is why I was
why.
My big note is the last 30 minutes should have been the last half. I really didn't.
Yeah.
Because they do the thing. It's like a war movie where they all get together and we meet all the people.
We know they're all going to be friends. We know Chris Penn's going to be friends eventually.
Yeah. Everybody has a thing. There's Sonny, who's the Italian.
He's the Italian guy. That's it.
Yeah. I like when he introduces himself, he says, my friends call me Sonny. And then when he's called, people are like, so Sonny, so-and-so come up. And it's like, I think that's just his name. He says, everybody calls me Sonny. It's a nickname.
Right.
But that's that seems to be his legal name too.
Yeah, that's how he's signed up as well. So maybe that's just what he put down. But he also, I think, doesn't he say I'm Italian as a way of...
several times.
But specifically as a way of explaining why people call him Sonny?
Oh, I get it. Like Sonny,
I don't know. I just maybe.
I don't know. He says I'm Italian many times.
He does.
And then they have the racist, Chris Penn. He's like, I'm from Texas, sort of. Sometimes he's clearly not from Texas. Chris Penn. He's the Sonny. He seems not like a Texan. He doesn't get cast as a Texan in things. Not really.
No.
But they have him put a cowboy hat on.
He's
and
like a hot-tempered New York dude.
Yeah. And then you have Tommy Lee, the other main character. You have Virgil, the weird guy. You have a tech guy, the other coach.
Right, yeah, the beard guy.
Virgil. Yeah, and they're both weird nerds. Virgil meditates and likes opera.
Mm-hmm.
They all got a thing. And then James Earl Jones is like, I'm your hard-ass karate coach.
He's a real bastard, too.
Yeah. Because when you look at James Earl Jones, you think karate.
Karate master, yeah.
I
was waiting to see it. I was waiting for him to flip around like Yoda.
Yeah, the test your might part, I was like, at least have James Earl Jones.
Of course, yeah,
do
have
that.
him bust it with his skull. That would be so cool.
Or join the bar fight or something.
Yeah.
It's make believe. He can fight.
Just starts swinging a bar stool around.
Yep. So they have their last night. He gives us big rules: don't be late and function as a team. And I was like, that's actually a really low bar when you think about it. But okay.
Yeah.
And then he's like, this is your last night. Some of you might get laid. Knowing the standards of the local females, I seriously doubt it. Which I wrote that down because it feels like he's been burned recently, like in town. James Earl Jones.
Which direction is that Venom supposed to be going in?
I know.
Because it starts in one way and then ends in another way.
Yeah. Later, I think it's the cowboy. Oh, I wrote this down. Oh, shit. He says, God, hold on. I got to find. We're talking about inner and outer labia here. He says about getting laid. And I was like, that is a serial killer. That is a weirdly surgical way to talk about sex.
Yeah, very anatomical
way.
That's, I mean, you know, I don't know.
It's I don't know. It just sounds like something the fucking Zodiac would write in a cipher. We learn Eric Roberts is a widower.
We sure do.
Of course he is.
Speaking of Zodiac ciphers, did you notice that in like Eric Roberts' introductory, or rather his invitation to like the karate tournament, like to the karate tryouts, did you notice that misspells congratulations?
I did not notice that, but I'm not surprised by that. They go to a bar. Sonny's like, I'm Italian. They meet some ladies. One of them's really into cowboy. She's like giving him fuck eyes. She seems to be playing some sort of fucking thriller mind games because Bert, the local hick, is like, what the fuck? That's my lady. And she's like, I was wondering when you'd notice when I was like, she's doing something. There's a bar fight.
This is their kink.
Yeah.
She and
Bert. It seems like it.
Did you recognize Bert?
Yes, but I don't know who he is.
Kane
I recognize. Fuck, that is Kane Hodder.
Kane Hodder is hell with a mullet.
So 2 horror actors in this.
Yeah,
we got Chucky and Jason. Holy shit!
Yeah, Kane Hodder with Billy Ray hair. It was great. He accidentally punches his date.
Yeah. I like when Tommy Lee kicks the cigarette out of the guy's mouth.
Yeah,
because honestly, that is when the guy should go like, okay, we're good.
I
think this is a karate guy.
Right.
I think this is a karate guy, fellas. I'm out.
He might be a karate guy.
Like, what are the odds? But you're right, sir. You win this fight. Then we get sexy lady coach shows up.
Yeah.
Who was raised in the Far East.
Kelly McGillis for it's Karate Top Gun.
Yep. And everybody's like, a girl.
It's a little bit Karate Cool Runnings too.
A little bit. We're like, how many montages do you think have happened so far?
4, I think.
4.
That's a genuine guess. Like that's not me being funny.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's hard to tell what's a montage. Like they run around the track, and it's just one shot of them looking pathetic. But there's like 80s power ballad playing.
Yeah, they're power rocking through it though, dude. That counts.
Yeah.
There's no easy way out. If you're listening to anything Robert Tepper adjacent,
yeah,
it's montage.
It's yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
We see the Korean team. They're chopping trees in the snow.
Fuck yeah, they are. They're doing Stallone's workout from Rocky IV.
Yeah,
they're doing all of they are unbeatable.
Yeah. Cowboy keeps getting more and more racist.
Yeah, he's getting some real flare-ups.
We get a scene where they literally watch videos in a classroom, and it's stuff like that where I'm like, do I have to be here for this? Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they're really pegging the weird. Like, it's weird instinct for this karate movie.
The thing is, they're trying again. Top Gun, right?
Yeah.
They brought a bunch of characters together. The problem is that nobody is doing enough. Like, there's not enough conflict between them. Weirdly,
also the stakes are pretty high. In Top Gun. Top Gun, personally, yes. All the personal stakes are pretty high. And then, of course, the Russians come in at the end because, of course, they do. But
right.
We don't... like all the conflicts sort of get resolved immediately as they're introduced, with the exception of James Earl Jones being a prick the whole movie. And then he just has I'm going to explain why I failed Tommy's brother. He's the reason. I mean, I'm the reason he's dead. My coaching was crap.
Yeah, he has the most, I would say, interesting arc that they don't really do a good job with.
He does a great job with that scene because he's James Earl Jones.
It's James Earl fucking Jones.
So it's when he gets to deliver that to the hot lady coach, I believe, is who he delivers that to. It's sort of like it kind of snapped me out of the lull, because it comes at the end of that kind of like middle sequence of the movie where it drags. It's like, oh shit, right? There's like here's an actor, a real actors here, everyone. It's okay. It's gonna be all right.
Yep. I started in my notes writing down the types of montages I was expecting from here on. And I was sad to say I completely forgot bicycle riding, like sad montage, motorcycle montage.
Oh, yeah.
And coma montage, which we get.
A co-montage.
Yeah. Yeah, this is where Eric Roberts' son gets hit by a car.
Oh, my gosh.
He's like, in James Earl Jones, to his arc, is such an asshole that he's like, no exception.
He's such a motherfucker about it.
Yeah. He's like, my son might lose his leg. He's in a coma. And he's like, too bad. And Eric Roberts, to his credit, is like, fuck this.
Bye.
Yeah.
He's like, you have a choice. And he's like, that's not a choice.
Yes, I love that response. It was just like, no, I don't.
No, I don't.
Idiot.
You jerk off.
It's this thing where James Earl Jones, I know what they're doing, but it borders on, or it crosses over into incompetence.
But it's for a karate tournament.
Yeah.
Like, a couple of medals are what's at stake here. That is fucking it.
It's not the fate, to the point that, spoilers, at the end, the winning team just goes, you can have our medals. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So it's just, it makes James Earl Jones, at this point, not just an asshole, but a stupid asshole. Where it's just like, what are you doing, man? Like, let him go. It's fine. And it is fine, because he comes back like the next day and he's like, Coach, got the first plane back. Basically, he goes to his coma child long enough to be given permission to be a bad father.
For his coma child to wake up and be like, go do karate, Dad.
Yeah. And
I'm over here,
was
son.
Wondering, like, why even put it in the movie?
Sorry?
Why even put it in the movie? You know, where it's
just,
like,
what are we doing? Get that shit out of
60
here.
minutes.
It lasted exactly 5 minutes, I think.
It did.
The entirety of the conflict.
Yes. From your son, there was an accident, to I'm back, Coach. I believe it's about 5 minutes.
I'd kind of forgotten about his son. Because
Yeah,
as effusive as Eric Roberts is, every time his son Walter comes up, Walter hadn't come up in a while.
Right. They also do this thing where then everybody goes to James Earl Jones and they're like, Coach, we kind of need him.
Yeah.
And I would argue they didn't really prove that in the movie. Like, he's just as good as everybody. Like, they didn't have a scene where they're like, wow, this guy is exceptional.
No.
Where he was like, James Earl Jones was like, just bring in the alternate. And I was like, that's probably fine. Again, it's not even, the stakes aren't very high.
Right. If he just says, just bring in the alternate. So we have alternates.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I thought this was the best of the best.
Yeah. Yeah. Just have Eric Roberts play the alternate. Just
he comes in.
Landfill it.
With his hair in a ponytail.
Yeah.
I'm different, Eric Roberts.
Yeah.
I'm Grady Alexander.
And this is when Tommy Lee is super kick man, and he's like scared. I like this arc. Basically, he's holds back because his brother was killed in one of these fights, and he's scared he's going to also kill someone, specifically Eye Patch Man he's going against, who killed his brother.
Yeah.
He's scared he's going to kick him in half.
Granted, that's on the table. He killed your brother. You kick like a mule. You are the kick master.
Yeah.
You're in a kick fight.
When Tommy's leaving, when he's like, fuck this, Eric Roberts confronts him, and Tommy Lee very realistically goes, how's your kid? And he goes, he's going to be fine. So what's your thing?
Yeah. Don't worry about my kid.
We're done with that. We're done with the kid part.
Okay. Oh, hey, how's your kid doing? Who?
Yeah.
My what?
It's like Worf's child in Star Trek.
Alexander.
He just sort of forgets he has a kid for a very long time. And then so basically, like you said, Tommy rides away 200 plus miles, sees a kid at a gas station drop his fucking ice cream, and his brother picks it back up. And
Yeah,
he's
his brother
like-
gives him his.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's
And
what
he's
my
like-
brother would have done if he wasn't dead.
Yeah. And I guess he's going to go kill this guy after all. I don't know what it's
I'm going to
fine.
go stomp a hole in his chest and eat his heart.
Yeah. They all meet at the airport. Racist guy is like, I'm less racist now, but not completely unracist, as we'll
I
learn.
haven't completely shed it. And how they bond with him is they like are also racist. Like
Yeah.
Tommy has to tell a self-deprecating racist joke in order to sort of bond with Chris Penn. And he's taking the piss out of him. Actually, he's not trying to bond with him at that point.
Yeah. It's just great because then when they get to the tournament, there's a point where Chris Penn calls his opponent Kim Chi, I believe. And the entire audience, because they're in Korea,
Yeah, they are in Korea. Yeah.
boos.
Like you would.
And I was like, yeah, and I was like, wait, are they the villains? They're coming to this other country to be racist.
to be racist.
And it was just like, wait, are we rooting for them right now?
Okay, I wanted to call out something during the bar fight. Kane Hodder is trying to continue his bar fight with Chris Penn, which is just a thrilling sentence.
Yeah.
And he says, I want him! I want his balls!
Oh, yeah. I'm
Best of the
sure
best,
that's
man.
part of this kink with his girlfriend.
Yeah. At one point, Eric Roberts, of course, gets his arm stomped nearly off
Yeah.
by his opponent, who later, at the end of the tournament, like he weepingly comes up to Eric Roberts and is like, I've learned everything I could about you, my friend, and hands him his medal. It's like, I mean, you learned everything you could about him, including to target his specific career-ending injury
Oh yeah. He
in an
sure
illegal
did.
hit like you did.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Like an asshole.
Yeah. But like, so he takes Eric Roberts' arm out, and they drag him off to the side, and then he's like, tape it up. But like they pop it back into its
He
place.
screeches like a wild
man.
animal.
He does not. It's not like it is in Lethal
Great
Weapon.
work. Yeah. His child is like crying.
His child's weeping. It's how terrible
Yeah.
it is. And then they just tape his arm to his side, and James Earl Jones is like, he's good to continue. Dave, they would not clear a one-armed man to fight in any kind of tournament because
Doesn't matter.
you know what you can't do with one arm?
Fight?
Defend yourself.
Yeah.
Like you're
get
just gonna get
bulldozed.
punched in the face.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
The idea, so we get to the tournament, and this is the best part of the movie. They have an announcer who has to explain in great detail what everything is happening.
Yeah.
Because they realize that no one's going to fucking know. So he says, like, it's a point system. It's not about matches won. It's about, like, hits or, like, falls.
This won't, real quick, it's Ahmad Rashad. This won't mean anything to Dave, but some of our listeners, the broadcaster is Ahmad Rashad. Anyway.
What does that mean?
He's a former football player. He's now an analyst.
So they're doing
he's a
this thing
person
where-
you would recognize from television.
Sports?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so he to their credit, they do a good job. Like, I understood what was happening.
Yeah.
Which is honestly better than a lot of sports movies I watch where I'm just not interested in learning what football is. And I'm just like,
It's a very basic thing that some broadcasts of like real sports even forget to do.
Right.
Particularly when you're doing something that's like, you know, like when the Olympics come on, for instance, where you're televising a lot of sports that don't normally get watched, so like people
Right.
don't know what the rules are. You have to you got to remind
it.
people what to be excited about, you know.
Especially in sports where it's like not a crowd sport. Like, this had the benefit, and this is, you know, a lot of sports movies have this advantage, which is that like something happens on screen, crowd cheers, scoreboard shot of score going up.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't even have to really understand what you saw. You're like,
No.
I got it. They made a point in the karate.
I don't know
karate
how.
point.
I guess it was falls.
I think it's false.
Yeah. It's not clear at first, but I think it's falls. Because
And so
we would
they-
think it would be hits.
You'd think so.
Anyway.
They also, I like how realistically they show how little the stakes are, because they show, they do that thing, right, where it's like this tournament's happening, everybody's cheering, it's broadcast, but when they cut to like they don't show people in Times Square watching it. They show a single bar full of drunks in middle America being like, yeah, watching the karate tournament. I was
Yeah,
like, okay,
they
so
do.
just that one bar.
Yep. They
Got
show
it.
it a bunch of times. Yeah. And they only
Yeah, they
show
didn't
the
wanna-
one direction. Yeah, you know the shot.
They didn't have enough money to go to a bunch of places to do that, but it was fine.
And not, I mean, I shouldn't be knocking the shot. That's fine. I don't know why I'm giving him shit for that.
Well, so the credit I'll give this movie is that they're left at this point with a very interesting situation, which is that they have two main characters, and it's a sports karate movie. So the question, of course, was like, well, how is that going to add up? Like, you can't do like Mortal Kombat where they all start fighting Goro at once or whatever, right? Because it's against the rules.
Boy,
So
that would have
they-
been a real third act twist, though, if Goro showed up.
Goro?
Goro starts crying about his son.
That would be amazing.
My kid was in an accident, James Earl Jones.
But the point
The little
systems
prince
work,
of Shao
so-
Kahn. Sorry.
No, they wrap up Eric Roberts. They have him hurt his shoulder. They bring in
Yeah.
Coma Kid, which I'm not sure that kid's safe to travel,
Right,
but
right,
they bring him to
right,
Korea.
He was just in a coma. You're not supposed
He's
to
like, I'm doing great.
You can't
Yeah.
fly with like if he just had surgery on that leg, you can't fly.
No,
You
they
get
truck him
you
there.
get
It's
an
fine.
embolism
Yeah,
or something
very
like
dangerous.
that. Yeah, it's
They
incredibly
could've just
dangerous.
shown the kid watching from the hospital. That would have saved money, but they didn't. It's fine. Although it's all shot in L.A., so it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, they probably just threw him in the car.
Yeah. But so they wrap up Eric Roberts with this point system where they hurt his shoulder, and then they say all he has to do is hold his own. Like, all he has to do is not fall down. And I think he actually gets a hit on him. And
He
so he
kicks
gets
him
his
out of the
victory,
ring.
right?
He kicks him out of the ring.
Right. So he gets the victory of, like, he basically ties it up so that Tommy Lee can go in and, of course, have, like, the winning point and fight Eye Patch. I just thought that was a very good way of doing it, you know?
It wasn't bad.
They give
Yeah,
everybody,
yeah.
I like that they do the test your might. I enjoyed when Chris Penn loses and he hits all but like 3 and the other guy just like
Yeah.
annihilates it
All
and
but
they
one.
start counting.
Yeah, he's like, "Why are
and
you
he says,
counting?"
what are you counting?
Yeah, what are you counting it for? We can all see that he got more than me.
It's a good Chris Penn moment.
Yeah. But he
then we get-
he learns, but that's actually a good completion for that character, right? Because he learns humility. He learns to be
Yeah.
humble in a loss. Like he
It's his most likable moment.
part of being a
But-
team, right? He's like, well, I still got points. I didn't win, but I still got points for the team. Yeah, it's his most
Right.
likable moment. Yeah.
Yeah. He's not likable in the
No.
end. But
No, but he comes forward and argues to have Tommy and Eric Roberts back on the team, and then this moment. So they do those two little things. It's like, yeah, he's not so bad, is he?
later he yells, drop it like a toilet seat, Tommy. And I was like, I've never heard that before and we'll never hear it again.
But do that.
But-
Do what he suggested. And he does.
So, yeah,
that
we
little
get-
3-hit combo he does to take out Eye Patch, man, I'm still thinking about it.
Yes, because this final fight between Tommy and Eye Patch is the only fight between two people who know how to fight, I believe.
Well, the Eric Roberts one is, but it's a double. Like, it's not Eric Roberts versus his
Yeah.
guy. It's a guy who can fight versus his guy.
Honestly, to their credit, like there's a shot with Chris Penn earlier where he gets like I think Tommy kicks his ass or something
They do, and they
but
try to.
It's him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I
There's
was
enough shots
good
that
job.
I noticed enough of like Chris Penn and Eric Roberts doing their own shit. So like within
Right.
reason, but there's very obvious moments in the Eric Roberts fight where it cuts to a wide where you're like, well, that's his double.
Yeah,
He can't do that. Like I wouldn't want him to. Like I don't want him to do the edge or whatever. I mean,
Right.
I kind of do. I want to see what it looks. I want to see what kind of power Eric Roberts can put behind that. But also, I understand that like that's a great way for Eric Roberts to explode his shoulder in the
it's
middle of
make-believe.
making this karate movie. Yeah, it's make
We're
believe.
doing make believe.
We're doing make believe. Don't try to do like a fucking White Lotus Temple strike.
Right.
You
But it is
asshole.
nice to watch Tommy fight this guy. And
Yeah.
it's like, this is a fight.
Yeah,
I wrote get his other eye in my notes.
take it,
He
snatch it
didn't.
right out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wrote down, fuck this honorable defeat nonsense. Tommy should have uppercutted his head off. Fatality, that dude, he killed your brother. Immediately followed by, oh shit, plot twist. He didn't mean to kill Tommy's brother and he's really sorry about it.
This is where this is the stuff where I'm like, I like these ideas. The
Yeah,
execution
I like
isn't
the
great.
idea.
Because I also had this realization in this moment. I was like, if they win, everybody's gonna boo, and like one of them's been racist, and I'm
Right.
just like, I don't know if
They
I
might
even
not
want
leave.
them to
They might
win.
not escape the country. If
Yeah.
They win. Yeah.
So what happens is basically Tommy fucks him up so much that all he has to do is knock him out. They do a good job where it's like if he knocks him to the ground, they tie. If he knocks him out, he wins.
Yeah, but he's in fatality days. Like, so if he hits him with a knockout blow, it's like he'll kill him. And also he's like
Yeah.
wrestling with his rage. Like you can see him, he's stomping like he's powering up Sweet Chin music.
Yeah.
Dave, that's a reference you'll get.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna kick a hole through him.
Yeah. And then and then they do a good job with James Earl Jones. He starts telling no, like he's Darth Vader with a training a dog. He's like no.
And Eric
And
Roberts
so
is
like even
no.
James Earl Jones, yeah, everybody is like lose. Like that was a cool idea
Yeah,
where
yeah.
they realized in that moment because they do this thing earlier where they're like winning is a frame of mind. It's something you do every day. It's a habit. And it's about that idea of like, what does it mean to win? And in this moment, everybody at once realizes if killing a man makes you technically win, that's not actually winning. And it was just, I liked that there was like no bad guy here. Everybody was just like, no, don't kill him. Good God, don't kill him.
And I did genuinely like the eye patch dude's line. Like I'm gonna paraphrase it where he's like, I killed your brother and I deeply regret it and allow me to be your brother in his place or something like that, and hands him the medal. I'm like,
Yeah. And guess he's upgraded. Sweet eye patch brother. Not some dead brother.
Right.
Sweet eye patch brother now.
Sweet eye patch brother probably give you an ice cream cone if you drop your cone. Tommy?
It's a good idea. Basically,
Yeah.
they forfeit, and then the Korean team realizing what happened was like, yeah, they hug it out, eye patch. It's a good idea because up until this point, they've been treating them like this terrifying enemy. Being like, oh, look at them training in the fucking snow, chopping trees. They're so scary. And then it's like, no, they're people too.
Yeah, they're just a bunch of karate dudes like you.
Yeah, and it's like, we all love karate here,
One of them's
baby.
probably got
Like,
a
it's-
Walter. Yeah, they probably have a
Right.
Walter at home.
Yeah,
We all
it's
love
that
karate
idea.
here, baby.
And then they all give their medals to them. I was hoping for the last guy to be like, do I have to give my medal to the racist?
I'm not giving my medal to Chris Penn.
Yeah.
I broke more blocks than him. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that, guys. I'm not doing that.
We both fought dirty. We both learned a lesson. I guess me less so because I won.
Yeah.
But I was rewarded for my chicanery.
Right. And then we get a jarring freeze frame credit.
It is abrupt, man.
It goes silent.
Like a kick to the chest.
Right. They didn't do the sound mixing. So it all goes like silent in a way that I thought the stream had broken.
Yeah.
And then credits roll with new music.
It's pretty rad.
Yeah.
Again, space for radness. It could have been more rad. There's plenty of space for it. But
Yeah.
a nice simmering
It's-
radness. A nice twist on like the over-the-top Top Gun type genre.
Right.
Cool
because
runnings. Sorry.
again, I keep thinking about, Rocky, Cool Runnings, because I've said this before with sports films, why I don't like them is they're so binary usually, where it's like they're either going to win or lose. That's why I like stuff like Slapshot, where their victory is just doing more scumbag shit.
Yeah, being dirtbags.
Yeah, they never learn the value of like an honest win.
No.
They're just like, let's do it more and better. And so like This has that same problem because it's like, like, okay, if they lose, they're going to lose in a way where they actually win. All that said, I think it had a really good idea of especially in the time it came out, right?
Yeah,
of like
it's a cool idea.
Yeah, subverting that idea and purposefully treating the Korean team like they're scary villains and then humanizing them.
It's doing, I mean, I keep bringing up Top Gun. It's doing the same sort of like bro stuff like with Iceman from Top Gun, where you're like, oh, I guess he is a bro.
Right.
At the end. But it's doing it in an interesting way.
It extends it, right? Because it's like if Top Gun ended with both enemies going like, you know what, you're cool, man.
Right,
and all the generals are like, guys, we got to fight this war.
Yeah.
Because it does an escalation, right? Where it's Eric Roberts shows up. They have a tournament to see who's going to even be in the tournament. And all those people are fighting each other. And then they've created a team, and that team has to fight another team. And that team's fighting each other. They learn to get along. And then final bosses, they even learn to get along with the
you're
other
right. Yeah.
team.
It expands it beyond the team.
Right.
It truly is the best of the best, Dave. Just if only they had put them in jets somehow. Karate jet fighting men.
Yeah, where they're kicking out the window of the jet.
Yeah,
they're like flying by each other, kicking.
Yeah, doing like inside crescent kicks. They even had a volleyball scene, Dave. Like the training montage was very volleyball.
Oh, yeah. Again, lots of training.
There's a lot of wet muscles.
Yeah. And that's, again, I go back to my problem with this film is that I like the big picture of it.
Mm-hmm.
But the scene by scene, there's just a lot of shit where I was like, do I have to be here for this?
Yeah. Surely this could be more rad.
Yeah.
They could be, I don't know, practicing their kicks while they're watching tape.
Yeah. Yes. It was everything you'd expect.
Have Kano appear. I don't know.
Have Kano. I kept thinking of Mortal Kombat because I was like, well, Mortal Kombat did this better.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat understood that you need a guy with 4 arms.
Yeah, we got to give a Dragon Man and some magic.
Yeah.
Get a Kano.
It's escalation. It's that idea of like, this is from the 80s, so it's like, I get it. But these days, sophisticated modern audiences, they require a Kano. They need a laser eye or two.
We can handle bigger ideas.
Yeah.
Like it's not like being ridiculous isn't immediately box office poison.
Yeah. Or if you're telling a simple story, you need to have characters that feel, like that was kind of what it came down to for me is the character work was just like not enough. I didn't care because it was so by the book.
Yeah.
That it was like
you see everything coming a mile away, except for the very end stuff, like we said. But like I knew they were going to be friends with Chris Penn. Like you said, we knew something was going to happen to Eric Roberts' kid.
The only prediction I got wrong is I thought the Babe coach was going to have an Eric Roberts relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that doesn't happen.
No. I'm surprised they didn't cram it in there. You could have a sex montage.
Well, it was, and that's what happens with Kelly McGillis' character and Tom Cruise in Top Gun. So I was fully
right.
I thought somebody might die. I thought somebody might get killed.
Yeah.
But no, this is a gentler movie than that. Surprisingly, for Best of the Best, it is a gentler movie than Top Gun.
It is. It's weird. Yeah, like ultimately, I'm like, I can see why these movies aren't perhaps well known.
Yeah. I mean, this first one is, among fans of the genre, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like Best of the Best is a decently well-known sort of martial arts action sports movie.
Right. But for example, like when you Google it on IMDb, which I guess isn't Googling it, it doesn't really come up. Like IMDb is like, surely you want like
you really got to put your thumb on the scales there to get it. Best of the Best?
I am pleased to announce that we will be covering Best of the Best 2, which still features Eric Roberts and Chris Penn and Eden Gross, which is the Walter, the little kid.
Surely Tommy is in it.
Yes, and Tommy's there. And Sonny Landham. So that's going to be fucking terrifying.
Somebody is going to die in that one.
Yeah.
You can't
Good
escape
God.
Sonny Landham without blood spilling. Somebody, he's got to he's got to taste it.
Yeah. So that's exciting.
I'm
That's exciting.
genuinely excited for that. Yeah, Best of the Best 2 with Sonny Landham. Are you kidding me?
I'm excited, but I'm also weary. Where
Can we
I'm like,
open one gift
Let
early?
me guess. Is it another tournament?
Not with Sonny Landham in it. He doesn't follow rules.
Okay.
We just watched Firewalker recently.
Can I tell you the plot of Best of the Best 2?
Yes.
According to IMDb, the Colosseum is the fighting arena owned by the champion Brachus. Now, after the death of their friend, Tommy Lee and Alex Grady want revenge. So maybe they're not going to learn the lesson again? Or is it going to be the same fucking thing where they all hug it out at the end?
Maybe, but if Sonny Landham ever asks you to hug it out, it's a trick.
I assume he's the bad guy.
Well, yeah.
Then there's Best of the Best 3, No Turning Back. That one's directed by the guy who plays Tommy, which
Okay.
tends to happen once you get to part 3, right?
Right. Yeah, they start negotiating for stuff like that.
Yeah. That's from 1995 and features Christopher McDonald as a sheriff.
Oh, shit. I hope he's a karate sheriff. We can wrap it
Holy
up,
shit,
Dave.
I'm so excited for Best of the Best 3. So Best of the Best 3 looks like it is completely dropped the tournament. Even if we're not
Just roaming
supposed to watch
karate
this one, I'm
lords
gonna watch
now.
it. A martial arts instructor comes to the defense of a school teacher who has taken a stand against a local white supremacist organization.
Gunslinging karate. Yes. Yes. Foot
I'm
slinging.
guessing. Also, no one's back except for Philip Rhee, Tommy Lee.
Kick slinging.
Yeah, I assume as Sheriff Jack Benning, Christopher McDonald is not a good guy.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
He usually plays heroic figures, Christopher McDonald. So
Yeah, famously.
well-known hero, Christopher McDonald. He's got a real hero's face.
I'm very glad that this doesn't just be like, and here's another tournament, and here's another.
Yeah, they knew
knew.
to change it up.
Yeah.
I think we're done.
We're more than done. Thank you, Vincent.
Thank you so much. Genuinely.
This was done through our Patreon. We have a tier where you can have, we just watched episodes made of any movie you want, provided we haven't already done it. We've done over 600 movies, so, we'll have to maybe check the old database. That's patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. For just $5 a month, you have access to exclusive podcasts like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, Fox Mulder is a Maniac, the complete series, Star Trek Next Futurama, Spiel Boys, and Him Booze, our supernatural podcast. We're at season 2 of that. Long road ahead for fucking Him Booze. We watch movies every Friday night with our patrons as well. Movies like Best of the Best. I don't
yeah.
probably
all
more like Best of the
kinds.
Best 3.
All kinds, really. We've watched all kinds.
Yeah. So check that out. It's fun.
Please do. Yeah, we have a lot of fun. We also have a store. Head over to gamefullyunemployed.com. You can find a link to our Teespring store. I think we're in process of maybe trying to find a different place, but for now it's still Teespring.
Yeah.
We can find all sorts of cool original artwork by cool original artists like Michael Vincent Bramley, Starlene Hodge, Justin Brown, and others, so please check that out. Please rate and review our podcasts wherever you're listening, and also please check out our other show, Badical, Badical, also wherever you're listening. Do all those things.
Yes. And karate it.
Do it.
Karate through life.
Swing those chops. Swing those karate
Yeah.
chops.
That's how you win.
Mm-hmm.
Punch the eye patch off a dude.
Yeah.
He does that. He punches his eye patch clean off his face.
He had it coming. The guy was being a bit of a bastard.
Yeah. He sort of kind of
He
killed his
did
brother.
kill his brother and punch him in the balls during the fight. That's low, man. I mean, I know like you cried and gave me your medal and offered me your brothership, but like you suck a little.
Hey, listen, our music is produced by Chris Corlew. You can find him on twitter.com as the Corlew or go to shipwreckedsailor.bandcamp.com. Our channel artwork is produced by Michael Vincent Bramley. For more of his work, go to mvbramley.art. Our episode artwork is by Justin Brown, available on Twitter as Justin T. Brown or at artnessbyjustinbrown.com. And finally, additional artwork is by Starlene Hodge. You can find her work at starlenearts.com or on Twitter as StarleneX. Cool. Goodbye.